What makes a warrior legendary? Sheer skill, brutal strength, or an unstoppable will? Today, we're ranking the top 15 deadliest warriors. This isn't just about single combat. We're talking total warfare, military conquest, strategic genius, and leadership that could turn tides with a glance. These warriors didn't just survive history, they carved their names into it with blood and fire. Number 15. Tlacalelo, Aztec warrior. Kicking off our list is Tlacalelo, the Aztec warrior, feared even by emperors. His colossal weapon, the macahuaytl, was so heavy only he could wield it. His superhuman strength allowed him to slice through enemies like butter, and he was known for taking down dozens of foes single-handedly. His unmatched bravery made him terrifying. He famously refused freedom twice, insisting his only worthy end was death in battle. Number 14. Richard the Lionheart, Europe's warrior king. Richard the Lionheart, Europe's warrior king, who routinely crushed armies 3 times larger than his own. Feared across the Middle East during the Third Crusade, his victory at Arzuf against Saladin showcased his fearless leadership and brilliant tactics. At the Battle of Arzuf, 1199, he led 12,000 men to dismantle Saladin's 40,000-strong army with cunning tactics and fearless charges. His name alone struck terror. Number 13. Xiao Hu Dun, China's one-eyed terror. Xiao Hu Dun, the legendary one-eyed warrior from China's Three Kingdoms period. He famously tore out his own eye mid-battle after being hit by an arrow and kept fighting, declaring, "This blood essence cannot be wasted." His brutal tactics and terrifying battlefield presence secured countless victories for Cao Cao. At Guandu, his crippling ambushes secured a decisive victory, cementing his legend. Number 12. William Marshall, history's greatest knight. Claiming our spot is William Marshall, history's greatest knight, undefeated in over 500 duels. Marshall dominated tournaments, perfected the art of combat, and even at 70 years old, led England's armies to victory at the pivotal Battle of Lincoln. He didn't just live chivalry, he was the medieval warrior, breathing life into the very essence of the knightly code. Number 11. Ashoka the Great, conqueror turned emperor. Ashoka the Great, a ruler whose early conquests were fueled by sheer, brutal force. His empire stretched across the Indian subcontinent, built on a foundation of merciless expansion. His turning point came after the horrors of the Kalinga War, where his devastation was so immense it shattered his own spirit. He transitioned from a deadly conqueror into an emperor of peace, yet the sheer scale of his initial military dominance cannot be denied. Number 10. Hannibal Barca, Rome's nightmare strategist. Hannibal Barca, the military genius who terrorized Rome by leading 50,000 soldiers and war elephants across the Alps. His legendary victory at Cannae is still studied as the ultimate battle strategy, where he obliterated an army nearly double his size. Hannibal wasn't just defeating armies, he was crushing their spirits. His double envelopment tactic annihilated 86,000 Romans with just 50,000 men, earning him the title Father of Strategy.
Number 9. Spartacus, the gladiator who shook Rome. Spartacus, the gladiator who became Rome's nightmare. Starting as a slave forced to kill, he rose to lead history's largest slave rebellion, commanding over 100,000 warriors. At Mount Vesuvius, Spartacus stunned Rome by scaling cliffs with vines, slaughtering thousands of legions who thought him cornered. His brilliant guerrilla tactics and unmatched fighting skills terrified the empire. He embodied the raw power of freedom, cementing his legend as freedom's deadliest champion. Number 8. Lu Bu, China's flying general. fourth place belongs to Lu Bu, China's legendary flying general, known for his unmatched strength, agility, and martial prowess. Legends say he single-handedly fought off hundreds of enemies at once. His combat skills were practically inhuman. He mastered every weapon of his time, wielding the Fangtian Huaji, a halberd requiring supreme control. At Hulao Pass, he fought and defeated 3 elite warriors simultaneously. His sheer physical dominance made him a nearly invincible force. Number 7. King Leonidas, Spartan hero. We introduce King Leonidas, the Spartan hero. While his troops were small, the impact of his stand was massive. He led 300 Spartans and allies against a massive Persian army at Thermopylae. His leadership was not about winning the battle, but about showcasing unshakable resolve and disciplined ferocity. He brought Greece crucial time, turning a certain defeat into a legendary, defining act of defiance that inspired a nation. Number 6. The Black Prince, Edward of Woodstock. Edward of Woodstock, the Black Prince, was a lightning rod of medieval warfare. He commanded English armies during the 100 Years' War, known for his relentless and effective chevauchées, or raids. His greatest triumph, the Battle of Poitiers, saw his heavily outnumbered force capture the French king. He was a master of combined arms, utilizing longbowmen and dismounted men-at-arms to shatter French chivalry, defining English military dominance for a generation. Number 5. Ivar the Boneless, Viking Terror. Ivar the Boneless, the Viking Terror. Don't let the name fool you. He was a commander of sheer, cunning ferocity. He co-led the great heathen army that ravaged Anglo-Saxon England. Unlike typical Viking raiders, Ivar was a master tactician, using mobility, psychological warfare, and brutal sieges to conquer vast territories. His mind was as sharp as any sword, turning his physical limitations into a legendary military advantage. Number 4. Lucius Siccius Dentatus, Rome's most decorated warrior. Lucius Siccius Dentatus, Rome's most decorated warrior, fighting over 120 battles and surviving 45 severe wounds. Known as the Roman Achilles, Dentatus defeated countless enemy champions. His battlefield courage earned him 18 military decorations, including Rome's highest military honor, the Corona Graminea. He was a living weapon and a soldier's soldier whose bravery saved countless lives. Number 3. Subutai, the Mongol Thunder. We introduce Subutai, the Mongol Thunder. A general under Genghis Khan, Subutai never lost a battle he commanded. He conquered more land than any other general in history, masterminding the complete devastation of Eastern and Central Europe. His armies marched over 10,000 miles, utilizing unprecedented mobile cavalry tactics, espionage, and feigned retreats to shatter empires. His campaign against the combined European forces in the 1240s remains a masterclass in overwhelming, relentless conquest. Number 2. Alexander the Great, Macedon's undefeated conqueror. Second place, the man whose name became immortal before he turned 33, Alexander the Great, Macedon's undefeated conqueror. He fought on the front lines, personally plunging into enemy lines at Granicus. At Issus and Gaugamela, his 47,000 men routed forces 3 times their size through genius flanking maneuvers and unbreakable morale. He was a living weapon, conquering the largest empire the world had ever seen, yet he always led from the front, inspiring a devotion that made him a god among men. Number 1. Khalid ibn al-Walid, the Sword of Allah. Finally, at number 1, Khalid ibn al-Walid, the Sword of Allah, the man who redefined invincible. Undefeated in over 100 battles, this master strategist and fearless fighter crushed both the Byzantine and Persian empires. At Yarmouk, he led 30,000 warriors against a Byzantine force 3 times larger, winning with superior mobile cavalry strikes, feints, and ambushes. He fought, he bled, he killed, and his strategic adaptability was peerless. He never lost a battle, and yet he died not by the sword, but in his bed, a final ironic testament to his invincibility. That's our countdown of the deadliest warriors ever. Which warrior surprised you the most? Or who do you think deserves the #1 spot? Drop your verdict below and smash that subscribe button to unlock more epic history countdowns every week. Hit the bell and join our growing army of history fans. We'll see you in the next epic showdown.